Yeah, so welcome back. In this video, today we'll talk about multi-way search trees, and it is also one of the extension of your binary search tree, but with some extra features we'll see in the upcoming slides. So we started our journey with talking about binary trees, and then we talked about binary search trees, and then we talked about AVL trees, and now today we are going to talk about multi-way search trees. In case of your binary search tree, what kind of setup we were having? We were having the data value in between and pointer to the left subtree and pointer to the right subtree. So this was the overall setup. Now in case of M-way tree, what we'll have is we'll be having a tree where we'll call M, which is nothing but the degree of a tree, and if we carefully observe, then in case of your binary search tree, your degree is always equals to 2, which is M in this case. So in this M-way search tree, will always have M minus 1 keys, which will be pointing to M subtrees. Now the things will be much more clearer with the diagram. That means every time I'll have a data value 1, I'll have pointer on the left, pointer on the right. Once again I'll have a data value 2, I'll have pointer 2. Once again I'll have data value 3, I'll have pointers, so on and so forth, and this will be up to Pn. So what we have is, in this case we have pointers from P0 to Pn, and we have node values or key values or data values which are from dv1 to dvn. So let's say we have to draw the M-way search tree of the order 3. In this case, how it will look like? So it has data value 1, then a pointer, then a pointer, a data value 2, and a pointer. Now on this side, once again we'll have a pointer, a data value D12, I can call it as D11 and D21, and then I'll have a pointer, and once again I'll have a data value D22 and a pointer once again. So this particular pointer will be pointing towards this, this will be pointing towards this, where once again I'll have a pointer value, let's say dv13, a pointer dv23, and a pointer. So this becomes this. On this side, once again we have the same setup, a pointer, then we have, let's say, dv121, a pointer, dv2, dv2 to 2. I know I am taking a very tough nomenclature, and similarly we'll have a setup here with 5 scopes. Now let me not confuse you. Let me take another example which will be comparatively easier. So let's say I have some values 2, 3, 4. So what we have is, we have, let's say, 5, I have, let's say, 10, and this will go to this. Once again I have some values, right? These are pointers. Here also I have some pointers. So let me add some more. It's like, let's say I have 2, I have 3, then this goes to this. Once again I have 5 items. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me add 6 and 7. From this I'm getting this, which will have once again 5 spaces. So it will have a pointer. Here also we have pointers. So let me have 20 and 25. Now that's how the overall setup is. So it's like, once again, the same content, pointers on the left hand and right hand side, but instead of having a single data value, now we have increased this particular part, right? I have increased this particular part. One good thing about MV tree is that it's not necessary that every node will have, let's say, a -1 values, or maybe m-1 subtrees. So here I can have some more options. Let's say I'm adding something more. So once again, pointer, some values, pointer, some value, and a pointer. Right, so these stars are with pointers. Another point to notice here is that though we are adding some more values, but the order remains the same. That means the key values in the subtree, let's say on this particular part, all the key values will be lesser than this particular value, and about this value it would be in between these two values. So that means greater than 5 and lesser than 10. For this particular thing, the values will be, of course, greater than always 10. So we have like 12 and then 20 and 25, right? So this particular concept remains as it is with the one which we started following from our binary search tree. So now let's talk about B trees. Now these B trees are a special category of your MV trees, where what we are having is that we have some additional properties. these additional properties can be of the form where a tree with the order m can have maximum of m minus 1 keys, and it's okay, it's there in your MWay tree as well. So what is happening is all the properties of the MWay trees plus some additional properties of having at most m children. That means each node will have maximum m children. And every node excluding the root and the leaf node will have at least m by 2 children. Right, here it is at most, here it is at least. And your root node has at least 2 children if it is not a terminal node. And the last one, which is very important one, is all leaf nodes must be at same level. So this is something which is very important. So let's take one example. Let's draw one B tree so that you may get some idea that okay, once again how handy it becomes. Let's say I have 50 2 pointers. On this side I'll have more values, right? So a pointer and let's say 20, then a pointer, and let's say I have 40, and once again a pointer. On this side what we are going to have, once again 5 spaces, of course values greater than that, 60, pointer, 80 and pointer. Then further what we'll have is, once again we'll have the same combo from this end. Here also we'll have the same kind of combo from this end. So if we have all these, I'll get a B tree of the order 4. So order of my B tree will be 4. So unlike any other tree, here also we'll go for search operation. I'll go for insert operation and I'll go for delete operation. So all these operations we'll be doing in our next video. See you soon.